You're listening to the WWNO Classical Network. Hi, I'm Paul Mawson. Each week, we check in with Dave Walker, who hosts the Museumgoer.com, and find out what's going on in the museum scene for the week. Dave, welcome back.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, what are we looking at this week?
This year's PhotoNOLA Festival, produced by the New Orleans Photo Alliance, has events hosted by three local museums. The fest will kick off at the New Orleans Museum of Art with a free screening of the documentary Chasing the Light, A Life Through Photographs, profiling the life and work of a Gallery for Fine Photography's Joshua Mann Paylette. That's at 6:45 tonight. A Q&A with Paylette and Brian Piper, NOMA's curator of photographs, will follow. A Piper-led tour of NOMA's current photography exhibits will precede the screening at 5:45 p.m. Friday night at the Ogden Museum of Southern Art, there will be a tour of the exhibit The Unending Stream, led by curator Richard McCabe, and then the opening of Currents 2025, a showcase exhibit of work by Photo Alliance members. A later photo walk will spotlight work from the festival's portfolio reviews and feature a publisher and sponsor fair. The Ogden action continues from 11 to 4 Saturday with a photo book fair, which will include artist talks and book signings. And at 1 p.m. Sunday, the Historic New Orleans Collection will present the 2025 Jules L. Kahn John H. Lawrence Photography Lecture, New Orleans in the 90s, featuring photographers Cheryl Gerber and Gus Bennett. The lecture will also explore photojournalism through the lens of HNOC's archive of Times-Picayune photographs. The event is free, but registration is required at hnoc.org, and more on all of the above at photonola.org.
Well, it sounds like we should fest this, so we will call it Photo Fest.
Okay.
And it's not just museum programs and exhibits, right? There's more to it, it sounds like.
Absolutely. This is the 20th PhotoNOLA Festival. It was founded by the Photo Alliance after Hurricane Katrina. No surprise, Don Marshall was there at the beginning to highlight the photographic arts and stimulate economic and creative recovery. In addition to programs and exhibits, the festival will present a keynote Thursday at Le Petit Theatre by South African visual artist Zanele Muholi, bracketed by a reception at Tableau with music by Bruce Sunpai Barnes, musician, photographer, and president of the Photo Alliance Board. And then thereafter, the organization's Black and White Gala. In public programs, the Friends of the Cabildo's second Thursday lecture series will present Stefan Schoberlein and Zachary Turpin in a free virtual discussion of their upcoming book, Whitman's Southern Sojourn, Rediscovering the Poet in New Orleans, 1848. That's at 6 p.m. Thursday. More at louisianastatemuseum.org. And finally, the annual Friends of the Cabildo Academic Symposium, scheduled for 9:45 to 4 on Saturday, will explore the history of Spanish colonial Louisiana and the American Revolution, focusing on Spanish colonial life in the 1770s and the political impacts of the Spanish government's role in the war. The day-long gathering will conclude with a preview of the Cabildo's upcoming exhibit dedicated to Bernardo Galvez, hero of the Battle of Baton Rouge, among many other military and political achievements. The event will take place in person and online. Virtual attendance is free for students in Orleans, Jefferson, and St. Bernard parishes. More at friendsofthecabildo.org.
Well, there it is, a snapshot of what's going on this week. See what I did there with the NOLA Photo Fest snapshot?
Well done.
If you want to find out more about anything we've talked about here or other items, check out Dave's website at themuseumgoer.com. Also, a video of our conversation can be seen there as well. Dave, thanks so much, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Thank you. Take care.